So I've literally been waiting for this since 1987. Was super excited last year when we were able to get a popcorn bucket that was themed around Blue Beetle's bug, and it's a great display piece. Doesn't have seats in it, but love being able to add it to my collection. You can see it in a couple of other photos on my page. But loved when we also heard from McFarlane that we were going to be getting the classic Blue Beetle bug, and love it to death. There are a few disadvantages even compared to the popcorn bucket, but overall a really, really nice design. And I'm just happy that we kind of live in a world now where we can 3D scan and 3D print, because ultimately what I want to do is scan this in and blow it up to 3 times the size, make it sort of, if any of you are familiar with the G.I. Joe line, like G.I. Joe hovercraft, killer whale size, to make it a truly, truly sort of full-size bug if I could. Somewhere between a killer whale and a big Millennium Falcon would be amazing. And but in the meantime, this is a pretty good design. You've got in here, you've got Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. And some people say, hey, Beetle is usually on the right in the Justice League comics piloting this, and that may be true, but I prefer to keep them on the left, keep Booster on the right. And I'm not going to take them out because these are also the RB Customs action figures, and don't want to do anything to harm them because they're just too awesome, and taking them in and out, got to be a little bit careful. Not that RB doesn't make things that aren't durable, because they're very, very durable, but I just want to be very, very careful with these because they have some customizations with their goggles that are very brittle. But bug overall, really nice design. Love these big windows that jump. Love the classic antenna. May paint these yellow one day to sort of match what was in the comics. Has the 6 legs here, and again, beggars can't be choosers. Would have been nice if they were a little bit more articulated. Doesn't necessarily fit great on top of the Hall of Justice, which I'll show you in a few minutes, compared to the other, the popcorn tin, but still you get that really cool sort of aesthetic overall. Again, very flat piece overall. You get the I Love New York bumper sticker, which I believe appeared in JLI years ago. And again, this does take me back to when JLI was released in February 1987. Such an amazing book with the group dynamics really coming to the forefront, humor, interaction. Love to see this ship, and would love to see one sort of even bigger where you could fit more of the JLI in. But, if I ever thought that I could get anything like this back in the day, this would have been just great, and would have loved every minute of it. So, you can see the backs of the figures here. Love the cockpit. You can see a little bit of the cockpit here with the stickers on each side. Control panels, and then sort of an intermediate control panel there in the middle. Haven't noticed if there is any, what do you call it? If there's any surprises or any callbacks to JLI in the cockpit work, but I'm going to keep looking for that. Wish there might have been an Oreo cookie reference or something like that in here, but haven't seen it for Martian Manhunter. But I love that it's got this sort of door opening, this hatch that opens up under the bug, to give you that effect. Now in the comics that appeared in the middle of the front, but here they put it toward the back, which is just fine. Easter eggs, that's what I was going to say. Do we have any Easter eggs in the cockpit? I'm not sure if we do. You can snugly put that back in place, and again, pressing the button will open it. As far as action features go, you've got this repelling line that comes out, and you can just easily push and compress the hatch, and it will pop back. So you can lower your Blue Beetle into battle very nicely. One thing that I want to do, I was looking back at the comics the other day, and I'm going to spray paint this the same color gray as the hatch, the bottom of this, to really give it that same sort of gunmetal gray effect, matching the nose here at the front, but also matching what you saw in the comics, which was sort of gunmetal or silver. Have to remove the legs again, but I really want to give it that effect. So love the fact that we're finally getting this after all these years. Love what Todd McFarlane has done. And again, we're seeing a lot of the figures getting scaled. Looks like more in line with the original Kenner collection, which is awesome. And you can see sort of the 2 bugs compared. And again, the McFarlane one, very, very low profile. This is the popcorn tin. The one thing I do like about the popcorn tin, or a couple things I like, is one, it has the articulated legs. This one does not. The legs do. One thing I didn't point out, the legs do go back and forth. They will articulate back and forth to give you a little bit more posability. These go back and, well, actually they don't go back and forth, but they do go in and out, and that is helpful before posing. Also has the engines on the back, which this one doesn't have, but not having the engines on the back is a bit more comic accurate. You'll see when we put this on the roof here of the Hall of Justice, and I'll pan up in just a second. Again, it's not a perfect fit. It's pretty low profile, but hey, it sits up there and it's really, really cool to see it. Doesn't fit quite as nicely and snug as the other bug. And here, we'll try to pop it up here just so you can see it. Love that really, really cool fit of the popcorn tin. Just nicely sits on top there. So again, we don't quite get that, but we do have, you know, a really cool version of the bug. Love the big oversized windows, love the ability to seat two figures in it, and you know, you can relive some cool JLI adventures in here. And you know, there are some other cool figures we can interact with. We're gonna get, I love that the fact that JLI is getting so much love right now from McFarlane. We're able to get a Guy Gardner figure will be coming out in the next wave along with Booster Gold. So there's a lot of JLI love, it seems like right now. We're gonna get Blue Beetle this wave. Be nice to see some of the other JLI figures like Black Canary in the future, and the ones we were never able to get before. And again, I know some people don't love the JLI sort of 80s jazzercise Black Canary outfit, but man, I would love to get one of those and be able to pair it with these great characters. So hopefully we'll keep seeing the JLI love in future waves. Love to see a Rocket Red, Captain Atom, those sort of figures, and be able to pair them with our classic Superpowers line. That would be amazing. So again, I know this has just been released. We're starting to see it show up in GameStops, and you know, hopefully we'll see the McFarlane wave ship in the next few weeks, along with some of the new great characters and the Brainiac ships that are starting to show up in Walmart. We've got a really, really good wave coming. So excited to get this. Love that we're finally able to see the bug in all of its glory, and please subscribe and leave your comments below. Thanks.